this is going to be a lot of fun. So, in keeping with the cultural theme of yesterday's video and post, a 22-year-old ditzy jackass is set to ruin Snow White with a reimagining, which means they're going to destroy it because anytime Hollywood tries to redo anything, they end up shoving non-whites into it. The project tanks thereby doing 3 things all at once, proving the melanated ones can't write for shit, mainstream Hollywood has no creativity left whatsoever, and most importantly, Europeans are better. And no, I'm not apologizing for that last one. How often do you have to shove in diversity and tank a franchise before people go, every time I see diversity, it culminates in cratering failure? I'm noticing a bit of a trend here. Still, shout out to our Far Eastern brethren. Their story writing is amazing. But anyway, why am I doing a story about this? Mainly because I'm seeing it all over my timeline, both here and on the Twitter. Can't get away from it. Oh, and also, and I swear to God this is true, I was looking into the story, and the joke I originally wanted to use was, look at this, no one wants a true love dressed like this. Well, at least not publicly anyway. Not white either. She looks like she was dragged off the streets of Colombia, only to then read, she is in fact of Colombian descent. So I took it right there as a sign, yes, I'm doing a video about this one. So for those of you who don't know, Hollywood is set to set itself on fire once again and piss off everyone. Brilliant. This time, Snow White, with the Destined for the Remainder bin dumpster fire, which is set for release only in March of next year. And if it's already gotten this bad publicity, this is only going to get worse. Hello, Damage Control. So here is a clip that caused all the ruckus.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
All of those qualities seem to be very, masculine. And that was kind of the point of the gaslighting accusations. Feminism is supposed to be about equality. No, it's not, by the way. Feminism is about turning women into men. And yes, I will do a video about that soon. Actually, it's very easy to explain. But her overemphasis on power in the story seems to have gone to the young one's head. What a surprise, she is 22 years old and in Hollywood, but they'd expect her to have humility. This is a bint who openly declared herself a narcissist on Jimmy Fallon back in March, but anyway. And this eerie obsession has caught the ire of some ladies who are accusing her of being a fake feminist because, hey, guess what? Women are not all the same, and thank God for that. And some want to find a good husband and be a mother, and not chase power like a demented psychopath. Who'd have thought? And so, a lot of ladies, and by the looks of it, fans who supported her casting are now seemingly regretting doing so, souring on the Colombian egotist. It's just every single interview I have seen her do for this movie is just so smug and condescending. Is she supposed to be uplifting us as women? Because it sounds fucking terrible and I don't want to be included in that part of womanhood. Sorry, can Rachel Zegler and the rest of the fake feminists shut the fuck up? Rachel Zegler is deserving of a few lashings, kinky, because every interview she confidently thinks she's pro-feminist is talking herself into a 180 of just being anti-feminist. Rachel Zegler is not a feminist, a woman who thinks women are less strong or capable of standing up for themselves because they yearn for love or want to be loved is not a feminist in my eyes. I'm not normally a fan of the coarser language from a lady, but hey, feisty pinch of spice every once in a while is rather welcomed. It's getting really bad when your own support base is turning against you. There's good times ahead. Now, we all know a self-professed narcissist is never going to acknowledge any fault, so instead she made it worse, going on Twitter saying, I hope the world becomes kinder. Even Gina Carano got in a nice shot at her for pointing out that she gave her grief because she mocked pronouns in her Twitter bio by writing beep bob boop in her own. It's the most adorable light way of trolling as well. So with that being said, dear ditzy bint, if you have a track record of being a vindictive asshole and you did so online, receipts exist, dumbass. Like this one. Look at all those kind, loving tweets. Really spreading kindness all over the world, aren't you there, you two-faced hypocrite? It's great, isn't it? 24 hours later. Branding experts warn Rachel Zegler Backlash could ruin Disney's big-budget Snow White remake and predict executives will be having crisis talks in order to win back fans ahead of the 2024 release. Yeah, good luck with that one. I don't know what's a more impossible task for you, Disney, getting the loudmouth to shut the fuck up, or you courting the fans back that you've managed to piss off via the Colombian hothead. We do love our stereotypes. A branding expert, Carla Spade, said, whilst it's been clear that the original Disney princess films hold old values, Disney have fallen for the trap of going the opposite extreme to inflict strong and loaded messaging on the viewers, believing that's empowerment. What do you mean falling for a trap? That's not a trap, that's been their bloody business model for going on a decade now. I also love this part. They seemingly cannot repeat the same mistakes and allow their actors to be so vocal in their own personal opinions during promotions. Ah yes, the idea of Hollywood actors needing to shut the hell up once in a while about their opinions or else it will hurt their careers and or financial prospects. That sounds fun. I'm very much in favor of that one. Also claiming the demonization of the old story shows they have no respect for the source material or previous iterations. What, you mean young people have no respect for anything made in the past? Imagine my shock. The negative press may entice people to see what the fuss is about, but unlike the recent Barbie movie, which features brilliant feminist and empowering messages, which we only discovered upon viewing. Really? Is that why you have headlines like this one? Men are watching Barbie wrong. Presumably because if you came away with the obvious conclusion Barbie is also a narcissistic moron and Ken is the actual hero of the story, you're somehow part of the problem. But anyway, the ditzy bit also said that she watched it once and then went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. I was terrified of it, never revisited Snow White again. But when she was on Fallon, she said she gets stopped every time she's in line for the ride for Snow White. And when asked, how often are you in line, she replied, I'm a narcissist. You know this film is setting itself up to be a complete disaster and it's going to be hilarious because you damn well know when it goes to hell this bin is going to blame everyone but herself. I'm calling it now already. Cheers for watching and once again I apologize for nothing.